In this tutorial, I'll go over map method of an array in JavaScript. Map method will create a new array which will contain the result of applying a function on every element in a calling array. So for example, I have this variable called myArray which contains an array with 5 values. So if I wanted to apply a function using map to this array, I will do first I'll create a new variable. Since map returns a new array, I'll put it inside this result. So I'll do myArray.map, and then inside the parentheses for map you'll need to give a calling function. So for example, I'll create an anonymous function, so function, and then these curly braces will be the body. Inside the arguments, map will supply the value, current index, and a third variable as the entire array. So the first parameter will contain the value. So for example, if it's the first time going over the map, it will contain 4, and the 4's index is 0, so this will be 0, and this will contain this entire array. Now in the curly braces, which is the body of this function, I'll just return value times the index. So since the index start with 0 and then 1, 2, 3 and 4, the first time when it comes it should be 0 for 4, and then it should be 6 since this will be 1, and this will be 2 index, so it will be 10, and so on. So basically this will contain the result. So let's print out the result, document.write and result. So if you open this in your browser, it will contain the result. So for example, it says 0, for example this was 4 and this index was 0, so 4 times 0, it just gave 0, and then it comes to 6 and it supplies 6 and the index 1 and the entire array. So it did 6 times 1, which is just 6, and then multiplied 5 by 2, and then 9 by 3 and 8 by 4, and then it put all the values in the result array, and which is the one we are displaying. Also, if you add any element during the execution of the map method, it will not iterate over that. So for example, if you had done something like my array, and then since there's no index 5, this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, so I'll add 5 to, let's say, 100. So when map loops over this array, it will not have the 5th value in the result array, since this was added after map method was invoked. It will ignore this. So if you save and refresh, it should still display this result. Actually, let me just double the values instead of multiplying by the index. So save and refresh. As you can see, it just gives 5 values, did not give 200, which would have been 100 times 2, because this value was added after map was invoked. So that's pretty much it for using the map method of an array. If you have any question, do leave a comment. If you like this video, remember to subscribe. Thank you.